It's game time again. Like and subscribe to stay ahead with all our content. Pawn to e4, pawn to c5, knight to f3, knight to c6 is the best move. Knight to c3 is excellent. This defends a pawn on f4. This develops a knight. Pawn to d4 is best. This offers a trade. Knight to c6 is the best move. Pawn to d4. Pawn captures on d4 is best. This is a trade. This attacks the knight. The knight captures on d4 is best. Queen to c7 is excellent. Knight to f6 is best. This develops a knight. Pawn to g3 is excellent. Bishop to e3 is best. This develops a bishop. Pawn to a6 is the best move. Bishop to g2 is excellent. This defends a rook on home. This develops a bishop. This fianchettos the bishop by putting it on a powerful diagonal. Knight captures on c6 is best. This is a trade. Preparing to develop the queenside pawns and controlling the pawn to d5 square, pawn to d6 supports the pawn to c5 pawn and prepares to potentially play pawn to d5 in the future, also slightly weakening the kingside pawn structure. Kingside castle. Bishop to d7 is best. This develops a bishop. Rook to e1 is excellent. Knight captures on c6 is best. This is a trade. Preparing to develop the queenside pieces and control the pawn to d5 square, bishop to e7 also pins the knight on d4, making it difficult for black to play. d5. Knight captures on c6 is best. This is a trade. Bishop captures on c6 is best. Pawn to a4. Developing the knight to a strong central square, preparing to control the pawn to d5 square and potentially attacking the white pawn on f4. Pawn to a5. Kingside castle is the best move. Bishop to e3 is a solid choice, pinning the knight on pawn to c6 and preparing to develop the rest of the pieces. It also supports the central pawn structure and paves the way for the bishop to potentially attack the kingside. Knight to d7 is best. Knight to a4 is best. This offers a trade. Rook from file to e8. Knight to b6 is best. This offers a trade. Knight captures on b6 is good. This is a trade. Pawn to f5 is best. This offers a trade. Bishop captures on b6 is best. This is a trade. This attacks the queen. This move gains a tempo. Queen to d7 is the best move. Pawn to c4. Bishop to d8. Bishop to d4. Pawn to f5 is the best move. Queen to d2. I played queen to c7 to attack black's pawn on d4, creating a potential pin on the knight on c6. This move also prepares to develop the queenside pieces and puts pressure on black's position. Pawn to b3 is excellent. This defends a pawn on c4. Bishop to c3 is best. This defends a queen on d12. Queen to f7 is excellent. Pawn captures on e4 is best. This is a trade. Rook from file to d1 is good. This defends a queen on d12. This develops a rook. Pawn to e5 is best. This offers a trade. This attacks the pawn. I played pawn captures on e4 to challenge black's pawn structure and create space for my pieces to develop. The move also pins black's knight on f6, making it difficult for them to attack my king. Bishop captures on e4 is best. I played bishop captures on e4 to challenge black's pawn structure and create a potential weakness on the king's side. The bishop on pawn to c4 is somewhat exposed, and I aim to take advantage of this by putting pressure on black's position. Rook captures on e4 is best. I played queen to f5 to attack black's position and prepare for a potential pawn storm on the king's side. The pin on black's knight and the potential fork on the king's side make this move a strong choice. Rook to f4 is good. This attacks the queen. Queen to e2 is best. This defends a rook on f4. I played queen captures on a5 to challenge Takeshi's pawn structure and create a potential weakness on the queen side. The pin on the knight also makes it difficult for Takeshi to play in c5, forcing him to retreat his piece and giving me a slight initiative. Bishop to c3. Queen to b6. Queen captures on d6 is best. Rook captures on f4 is good. This is a trade. This pins a piece of the opponent to their king. This creates a checkmate threat. Queen captures on d6 is best. This is a trade. I played pawn captures on f4 to challenge black's pawn structure and create space for my pieces to develop. The move also pins black's knight on f6, making it difficult for them to respond effectively. I played queen captures on d6 to challenge Takeshi's pawn structure and create a potential weakness on the queen side. The pin on the knight on pawn to f6 also makes it difficult for Takeshi to respond effectively. Rook captures on d6 is best. I played bishop to h4 to attack black's position and prepare for a potential pawn storm on the king side. The pin on black's knight at pawn to g7 is also a consideration, as it could force black to move their knight and create weaknesses on the king side. Rook to b6. Rook to d7 is best. This defends a pawn on b7. Pawn to c5. King to f7. Pawn to c6 is best. This offers a trade. Pawn captures on c6. I played rook captures on c6 to capture the bishop and open up the d file for my rook to potentially use in the endgame. This move also weakens black's pawn structure on the queen side, creating a potential weakness that I can exploit in the future. Rook to a7 is the best move. Bishop captures on f6. King captures on f6 is the best move. Rook captures on a6. Rook to b7 is the best move. The game is over. It ended in a draw.